What's up, you dirty little... Now listen, today I am doing a review of the carbon copy Shinji Windbreaker jacket. Now, I bought this jacket about, I want to say 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and I have to say it's actually held up pretty well. I know the guy who's making this, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, to be honest, but Carbon Copy, I know that it's a pretty small operation that he's running, but honestly, I really appreciate the quality, considering that, I think it's pretty much just like one guy making the designs. And, I'm sure that he is having them fabricated somewhere in Asia or something like that, wherever it's a little bit more affordable. I normally don't spend a whole lot of money on clothes in general, really. But this one, it was unique enough, and I liked it enough, and I didn't think it was like too anime to purchase. So I splurged a little bit on this one, I'm not gonna lie. I really love the cut. I think that the quality of the fabric is pretty good, although I will say one gripe that I have with it is I haven't had it that long, and it might be kind of hard to see on the camera here, but you can kind of tell that the red is like bleeding into the white a little bit, which, he's got quite a few colorways for this one, so it might not be an issue on other colorways, but it's just something to consider if you do plan on purchasing one of these. Another thing that I have to say, as much as I love this jacket, as much as I appreciate what he's doing, out of the box, it had this hole in the pocket. And now the pockets are a little bit far back, so I don't find myself using them all that often, because it's actually you kind of have to like reach around to get your hand in there. But yeah, had this like pretty big hole in the mesh in the pocket, and I can fit like at least 3 of my fingers in there. So if I try to put my keys or any other like chapstick or like whatever else in there, it's definitely going to slip through that hole. And the rest of the interior of the jacket is mesh as well. And so, it's whatever that slips in there, it's just going to like roll around inside of the jacket until you fish it out. I texted him about it and I said, hey, there's this big hole. Is there anything we can do about it? And he told me to take it to a tailor. And, again, I understand that he's running this whole thing by himself. I understand that it's a smaller operation than a lot of things, but I was a little bummed out to hear that it was my job to fix the hole in the pocket, and there wasn't more QC. So that would be my one thing. It's kind of funny shape, a pretty wide waist. And so you can see that, in the profile here, it kind of like sticks out a little bit in a funny way. But I will say the cinch, the elastic cinch around the waist really helps with that. And honestly, I like the feel of it. And I normally don't like things like this because they tend to catch on things like door handles and stuff like that. Thankfully, it's easy enough where if you cinch it tight, it's pretty easy to tuck up into it. So overall, I would probably give this like a 4.5 out of 5. Honestly, I really love it. I get compliments on it all the time. I was wearing it the other night, and this guy walked up to me and he said, hey, is that the Evangelion jacket? And I was like, actually it is. Yeah, you're right. And he knew it, and he followed Carbon Copy. And this is my review, and I hope that you like it. And go check him out. Go check out his page. This is the second jacket from him that I bought, and I don't regret it.